Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Welcome to the PSVG Nintendo Shack, a proud member of the PSVG Podcast Network. And hey, we're a member of the Make Us Better community as well. We hope are you doing fine. I am Jason Lacey and the whole gang. The whole gang's here. I'm here at the start of the show. Caroline's here.
I'm here. What's up, guys?
Donnie, Reece is in the house.
Greetings, Kooblings. I miss Caro's Game with the Dame.
Oh, I just kind of dropped it, didn't I?
It was lame. I liked it. It was good stuff.
It was lame, and you liked it because it was lame?
No, it's lame that you dropped it. I liked it.
Oh, I thought it was lame.
You instantly see, I've always had the best tagline, completely ripped off, but the best. And other people have tried to do it for and you just came right in and just did your own. You were right there. So it was cool having it, and then you just killed it.
I don't have a tagline.
It's just Jason.
I've been doing this nonsense for too long, and I don't even have a tagline, so you should run with it. You gotta bring it back.
Flex with flux. You should flex with flux.
Flex with flux. oh, that is so good.
You gotta do it.
Oh my god. I stopped going to the gym. It just doesn't work.
You can take it from me, but
I need to start going
I charge 10 cents every time you use it.
You gotta pay a royalty fee every time.
Yeah, royalty. Okay, go for it.
That is
oh
rich.
Boy.
That is good stuff.
How you guys doing? How's it going? It's Thursday. Yay.
It was going to be an eventful Thursday, but it's still an eventful Thursday, but not as eventful as it could have been.
It's true.
That's true.
Do we want to mention that elephant in the room?
Oh yeah. We got it. We have to. There was we were supposed to have a direct today. It was supposed to be direct day. Guys, we were so hyped. We were so excited yesterday.
At 9 o'clock when I posted my Twitter post, it was still direct day in my world. I just didn't check. I didn't check the Twitter. I didn't check any news. Nothing.
You're like, yeah, the Animal Crossing hype, yo. And you're like, oh, wait.
She doesn't know.
Yeah, that was just all that was posted. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. And unfortunately, there was a 6.7 magnitude earthquake that hit Hokkaido, Japan. And out of respect for that, Nintendo had postponed today's scheduled direct, which I think you can only say that's probably the right move to make.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
And of course, the internet has their mixed reactions. Many sensible people, such as my fellow Shackmates, are like, good on you. Yeah. We'll get this video any other time. It's fine. But then we got other people, what? I took the day off for this. What? And the horrible.
I wanted my Shack reveal, or my Smash reveal.
Yeah, it was.
I wanted Isaac and Smash. I gotta wait now.
Yeah.
There were more people that upset that they were like, "It's a pre-recorded video. Why can't you just put the video up?" And it's like, you guys, you don't understand. It's out of respect to all this damage, and there's 3 million people without power, and like, is that really the image Nintendo wants to be?
Nintendo's headquartered in the country that it's affected.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're like, oh, by the way, we're gonna have this video game thing tonight. Those of you without power, you catch up whenever you want. It was terrible. I mean, that was a terrible take.
Yeah.
So I'm glad none of us, took that approach. No.
Don't worry, we've got always have a backup plan. So the haters out there, Kevin Austin. We still got a show here. We still got a show. Don't worry. We still got a show. The Shack is here for you.
That's it.
And as we've talked about in Promise, because it hasn't happened a long time, we're going to talk a little bit about what we've been playing. And let's face it, if there was a direct, that would have eaten up the entire show.
Again, for another week.
Again.
We haven't done this in like 3 weeks.
It's been like a month.
It's been, a long time. Crazy.
It's been since the last time I was on the show.
Well, you were here last week, sort
That's
of.
True. Sort of.
Who's going first?
I was here for the best ending to a Nintendo Shack ever.
Yeah, that was insane. It was awesome. Just as funny listening to it again the next day.
Well, Caro, you're the pro streamer of the group now. Hollywood.
Oh, jeez. Number one, that's a lie. Secondly, I have been playing a crap ton. So last time we talked, I think I was playing Octopath. I've since beaten like the main story aside from the final boss rush that you kind of have to do. Once you beat all of the chapter 4s, there's a side quest that leads into the actual tying in of all of the 8 characters' storylines together. And you have to defeat, it's kind of like a Pokemon Final Four in the champion. You have to defeat them all in succession by just healing between ones. You can't save, nothing. And it's really hard. So I decided that I was going to, I got through the first 8 fine, but then the last 2 are nightmare fuel. And I'm going to off stream just level all my characters up to 99 and
there you go.
Beat it that way. Maybe I'll stream it one day, but I haven't touched it since Little Dragons Cafe came out. Between Octopath and Little Dragons Cafe, I dabbled in Okami. I got my first taste of Okami for the Switch HD version, and I really, really like it. I can't wait to go back to it. The only reason that I stopped playing is because Little Dragons Cafe came out. And I actually already beat Little Dragons Cafe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that game had like an ending. I guess I don't really know much about it. But
it has endless play to it. It's a very cute story. It's just basically your mother is half dragon, half human, and the blood's not sinking, and you have to raise a dragon in order to help her. She's like in a coma. Yeah, it's like, and the kids are not shocked at all. It's like, we're a quarter dragon. It's like it's never even mentioned. But you play either as the boy or the girl. They're twins. It doesn't matter which one you play as. I play as the girl. And you raise the dragon. You collect ingredients for the cafe to keep the cafe running. Cook and some help come to your place. And you help people that come to your cafe like with their real life problems instead of just giving them food. But food ends up being the solution to everything because food's delicious and food always cures everything. So I beat that. That took me about a week to do the story, but I actually put in about 70 hours into it. So if you're looking for just a nice, chill game that's kind of in the same vein as Stardew Valley, but not as much management, it's a managing game, but it's not as hardcore as that. I highly recommend it. It's a cute game, but it is $60. So if you don't want to spend $60, don't get it right now. Wait till it goes on sale.
How long did it take you to beat the main story in Xenoblade? Or I mean, not Xenoblade, in Octopath?
An Octopath, like 80 to 90 hours.
Yeah, I think I finally eclipsed 40.
Wow.
That's how, I got sidetracked pretty big.
Well, see, I did side quests on the way too. Like, I think I ended up getting to like 100 hours, but I went and did a day of side quests just for stream. And there was a lot of like side stuff that I just did. And since Little Dragons Cafe has been finished, I was originally going to go back to Okami, waiting for Xenoblade 2's prequel that's coming out on the 14th. And I got sucked into the madness that is Monster Hunter.
Ooh.
I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, guys, and everybody was getting Generations Ultimate, and everybody in my stream was like, "Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Do you want to play?"
By everybody, she means nobody at PSVG, just her newfound network of podcasters, streamers, storylines.
And one of my I'm not leaving at the end of the month. Are you kidding me? One of my old friends from my guild on Ragnarok 10 years ago. That's how we met.
I just get tips every time I stream, and I just all these people.
And not every time I stream, guys. He was the one that pressured me the most. Yes, you can. Just let me know when you're going, and I swear.
Don't worry, I downloaded some remote access software at work. I got it covered.
Anyway, Monster Hunter is a beast to tame in terms of mechanics.
Yeah.
However, once you get the hang of it, it is extremely fun. And multiplayer is a bomb. Like, it's just awesome. I get on every day and I do the single player, but as soon as somebody wants to do multiplayer, like, hey, I'm getting on, do you want to join? Heck yeah, I'm joining. It's so much fun with friends. It runs smooth. It's for a port, it's nice. The polygons were not up to much, but the textures were done pretty well. It was originally a 3DS game, by the way, and it's now on Switch, and it runs really smooth. That's like the main thing that I was worried about was how's online play going to be. You have up to 4 players that you team up with and go fight, but it works great.
And that was going to be my first thing that I was going to ask you. You're playing somewhat regularly, often with other people.
Yeah, at least every day since I started on Sunday, and I've been doing single player and multiplayer like every day.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, the game is far more enhanced when you're playing with a squad.
It is. There is a
Yeah.
single player, but you can level, so to speak. You don't really level. You just unlock different star tiers, which unlocks more monsters, therefore more equipment crafting and stuff like that. That is available to you regardless if you do single or multiplayer, but you're getting the same items and defeating the same monsters that you would to craft the same items. So it's just more fun with friends.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it, though.
All that
That's
crafting,
it.
all the
Just
crafting,
like
all the
Voltron. It's
menus,
more fun
all
with
of
friends.
that RPG leveling stuff is where like I kind of tuned out of Monster Hunter. I was like, I don't want to do all this. It's very tedious.
Yeah.
See,
I've
I
only
love
ever
it.
played the 3DS demo, which is a terrible sample.
See, I
do
love,
the game
I like
justice.
stories, but stories.
I've heard stories is great.
Yeah, stories is more single player focus. It's more, I don't know, maybe more traditional, not nearly
Kind
as...
of like Pokemon. This
It's
generation's
like Pokemon, but it's also like Zelda. Like stories is kind of like Zelda Pokemon.
I've heard it's is it turn based?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when you walk around the overworld with your little dinosaurs and all that stuff, and there's a demo on the 3DS. My son's still playing the demo, so you can always play that if you're ever interested. But as you walk around the overworld and you move, it's very like Zelda-like in terms of like 3D. It's like Ocarina-ish. But yeah, then there's like this Pokemon collection thing that you do with turn-based.
Instead
very
of
simple
killing them,
turn-based
you're
mechanic.
like collecting them.
Yeah.
I really like the style of that. So that was what I considered was going to be my first Monster Hunter game that I was going to pick up, is like a spin-off. This is technically a spin-off too. They did it as like a 10th anniversary of the series, but it's supposed to liken back to the original Monster Hunter for the PlayStation 2.
Wait a minute, isn't Monster Hunter 4 Generations Ultimate?
No, Monster Hunter 4 is for the 3DS.
Oh, I thought this was a port of
This
that.
is just... No, there's Monster Hunter Generations, which is like... Yeah,
okay.
there's
I
like
got you.
4
I
of
got
them
you.
on 3DS. This is the port of Generations, which is kind of the original formula and stuff that they're just going back to be like, hey, this is how far the series has come in 10 years. Apparently the new ones are completely different, but this is a good one to teach you the mechanics, definitely.
That's good to know.
I'm done. Let's go. Who's next?
Donnie,
You want me to
have
go?
at it.
I can go.
Step up to the plate, entertain us with your tales, regale us of your tales
Great
of legend.
commentary. I played Dead Cells, Jason, for
yeah.
about 5 hours while I was watching college football,
Wow.
and then I turned it off, and then I sold it.
You bought the physical version?
Oh yeah, and you know what? Before I even tell you about
Wait.
before I tell you about the game, let me tell you this. I think that physical version might be like hard to come by or rare, because when I put it up on eBay, I was one of like 3 sellers that had it, and it sold in like 10 minutes. It sold like that.
Ooh.
But
Oh my god.
let me come back to it. The game is pretty cool. I made it to the 3rd area. I believe the boss by Seth's recollection, the first boss, you've got to get to area 4. And I don't know how many are there. Here's what first of all, I'm not the person to ask for like my review on this game. This game is just really not for me. It's not my kind of game.
Hold on. I know who to ask.
I think we all knew that, right? When I decided I was going to play it, I think, Jason, you knew that before I went. I knew that. It is really good. It's fluid. The action is good. I mean, all the reviews that you read, those are the things.
I want to play it.
I don't think the Game of the Year's type accolade. To me, like, I question the Nintendo bump. Like there's the news stories of how well it's selling on Switch versus other consoles. Plus, we have all the Switch focus based on the IGN stuff that came out with it and all that. So like everybody's kind of focusing on it as a Switch title. And I mean, I enjoy it. It's just that repetitive nature, like that constant go back and start over, and like I don't want any like I
That's
don't
my
like
favorite.
that at all.
That's what I do best.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely think this is Jason game. I think you'll enjoy it. It did run well when I docked it and played it on the TV. Is really pretty it's a retro style go hard / platformer game. I mean, it's The Messenger. It's, like that. I don't think it's, in the 5 hours I played it, I don't think it's as good as Hollow Knight. In the hours that I've watched you play Messenger, I don't think it's as good as The Messenger, but I definitely think it's a quality game, and it's definitely worth the price of admission. I think I got it for, I think it's $30 physical, and I got it for like 27, 28 with GCU. I got all my money back, so I mean, it was a flip deal. So
I'm really what I'm interested with The Messenger is how that resonates with someone that didn't play like Ninja Gaiden or a lot of your 8-bit, 16-bit games, because The Messenger really calls back to some of the classic tropes and game styles of the era. So I wonder if someone that has no connection to that plays it, how much Messenger resonates.
Well, I think that's what you're seeing with like Seth and Kyle, and they're loving it. They're like, this game's amazing. I think it's good, but my whole thing is like the actual formula of the game is one that I don't like, because it's a roguelike. Every time you die, and you're going to die, like it's going to happen. Right. Every time you die, the entire path that you just led is all scrambled. So like nothing's ever the same. So I'm always wondering like, what real progress am I making? I don't feel like I'm ever making progress because I'm just like collecting cells to dump into this thing to get a better sword, to maybe get a little bit further. And it's like, I don't want to keep replaying this over and over again.
On Flint Hook, another roguelike, because I can't beat the third boss. I can't. I can't.
Oh man, Ted! Wow, thank you.
When it boils down to it, all Donnie wants to do is, thank you for the bits, Ted. Jeez. When it comes down to it, Donnie just wants to play a game that's 5 hours or less.
True. I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not against that, but I think everybody knows that I typically like a linear path. I like making sure that I'm making progression. I like respecting my own time. I'm not into the and I say this in one instance, but I'm still playing like Lumines. And Lumines, I'm just like wasting hours away doing the same thing over and over again.
I saw you get on it the other day.
But Lumines, I don't know. There's just a difference there. I think it's fun, so I keep doing it versus Dead Cells. It's like I'd rather not do it. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just not really for me. So don't take that as a review. Just if you're not into that type of stuff, maybe it's not for you. If you are into games like I am, and you typically like hearing my commentary on games, and maybe Dead Cells isn't the best game you've ever played, but I like it. Like I said, it's a quality game. Like that the reviews and everything are good. I don't think it's a 9.7 or anything like that. It's just to me, I'm just kind of like, it's one of those games. Like I'm not actually sure what the specialness is to it. Like I'm just like, it's a harder retro styled indie game. There's a bunch of these right now. Like, how is this any better or different than Celeste? I don't know. So I've been doing that.
It's definitely the trend right now.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially looking at that Nindies from last week. It's like they're all like each other.
It's time to drop Castle Crashers too. Come on,
Behemoth. That would be amazing. You have no idea, Jason, how much I would be so excited. I would buy you an Xbox to play that with me.
No, they gotta go multi-plat.
Yeah.
Got to.
That would be great. That would be amazing. I finished chapter 7 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh my gosh! Are you to the World Tree?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's here's the thing. It's really good. It's been really good. The story is great.
It's really grindy right now, isn't it?
Like, I'm done. Like I'm done with this game. I don't want to play. I don't want to play it anymore, Caroline. I'm so tired of playing this game.
If you don't, I understand. At least you owe it to yourself to watch the remaining cutscenes.
So that's what I wanted to do. I was actually looking into that, and I realized there's like 6 hours of cutscenes left.
No way. There's only like 10 hours of cutscenes in the entire game.
I looked it up on YouTube, and there's like 13 hours, and I tried to find where I was, and I was like, man, I don't have 4 hours to sit here and watch cutscenes. So
I'll find you one. I remember seeing it.
Here's
was
what
like
I was
10.
thinking, Caroline.
Where's my Danny DeVito gif when I need it?
Here's what I was thinking. You tell me what you think. Next week, the DLC comes out if you bought this pass, right?
Correct.
The week after the physical version comes out. We're both getting the physical version, right?
Correct.
All right. How about next week?
Sell it.
I'd like for you to give us a semi-spoiler recap to prepare people for this prequel.
Sure.
So we'll
I
just
can
have
do
like
that.
a quick rundown. We'll tell all the listeners like, hey, if you don't want to be spoiled, skip to this point. But I think it'd be good for us to just have you can help me get caught up with what I don't understand, because I think I got it where it's going, but I don't.
Don't spoil this game for me. Don't do it.
But
Please
yeah,
You
don't.
can just not show up like you normally do.
it's super grindy. I started for the first time. I started dying a lot, and to be honest with you, I have a lineup of games that are coming that I know I'm about to start playing, and I know as soon as I start playing them, I'm never going to come back to this thing.
Did you get to the World Tree, or did you get to Moratha? I thought 7 was Moratha. You got to the World Tree at the bottom of Moratha?
I have the World Tree screenshot on my Switch.
Did you? Okay. But you already went below the clouds.
Jin and Malos.
Well, for like the millionth time.
Well, yeah, but like in the big cutscene and all that. Anyway,
I'm trying to say things without spoiling it.
it's okay.
But
Next week we kind of not. We don't want to go too far, but let's just have like a general like Cliff Notes version. Here's what Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is, and here's what to expect with the prequel. I thought that'd be a good idea because I could use that, and maybe other people will too.
I want you to watch the ending though, because I cried.
I promise you, I'll watch the ending. I can't play it anymore. And here's the thing. I feel like.
But what are you going to do with 2? Because 2 is basically the same thing with a little different mechanic.
I've played this game for 75 hours.
So try 350.
No, I ain't got that.
And I'm not finished.
I ain't got that kind of time. They did announce today that the DLC is only 3.2 gigabytes.
That makes me happy.
I'm hoping that this game is really like 20 hours. Like, I'm really hoping it's not.
I'm thinking that it's going to be like a short thing. Like, I mean, I know what happens, and everybody knows what happens when you're playing it. So it's just kind of depressing to play because you know the ultimatum.
Sure.
That's what sucks. Like, I don't know how much you know about what's happening.
I think I kind of know. Like, I know, but I don't. I'm not confident.
Like, you know
but
you know
have no
about
idea.
Jen and the frozen girl.
Yes.
And okay, yeah, and you've seen the cutscene flashbacks.
Yes.
And, yeah.
I understand like who used to belong to who, and yes, okay. So yeah, yes, I'm still getting it. Here's the thing, though. I gotta admit, if I'm not really digging the DLC like instantly, I'm probably not gonna play it. Like, I'm probably just gonna put it back on the shelf. Like, I'm totally getting it because I love these little DLC expansion physical things, and it's super cheap.
Sure.
Like, that's the other thing. It's cheap with the
Speaking
GPU.
of physical, guess what? Ukulele comes out on sale
God, don't play that
tomorrow.
game. That game's terrible.
Tomorrow,
Oh.
as of this dropping on Friday the 7th, go to Limited Run Games right now.
Get Dead Cells. Don't get.
Dude, they have an N64 copy.
It's
of
not
a box
good though.
and a
Who cares?
cart.
If you're gonna get a copy of an original box and it's from Limited Run, get Toe Jam and Roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. That's the problem.
I'm not gonna get the Ultimate Edition.
Anyway.
but it's got a duplicate cart, man. That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to Torna. I'll watch the end. I played some Paladins, Jason.
Paladin.
Yes, I haven't played that in a while. Actually, what'd you think?
Don't like it as much as Fortnite. It's totally different. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm gonna play a shooter, the matches are really long.
Yeah, they are.
Like that's kind of a problem for me. Random goods fine. I don't like all the hero stuff that I have to apparently unlock or pay for and all that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, Paladins is going to be a free to play grind unless you have the Champions Edition.
So I played it for a couple hours. It was fun. I'd say maybe an hour. And
I will say it's more. Paladins is definitely like the solo experience isn't that great. I think you have a lot more fun. Like I have the most fun with that when I'm playing with Tom Servo and Rybo. Play with me pretty regularly,
Gotcha.
and that's where it's fun. That's where I have the most fun playing with at least one other person.
I was totally playing by myself and showing my son, and he liked it, and even he was like, I don't play Fortnite. So we played a little Fortnite, and then I think you might know this, but my kids actually asked me something I never thought they'd say. They were like, Dad, we kind of want to play a Mario game. We should get Mario Odyssey again. And I was like, no, I don't want to play that game again.
We're gonna jump up in the
If you hold out, we might get Wii U ported to Switch.
So hang on. So I'm sitting there, and I actually looked it up because it's been on sale, and I was like, all right, I got coupons. I could maybe do this. And I was like, I don't want to play this game again.
I mean, all the cool kids are doing it. Lucas is doing it.
So that's the thing.
I
saw you guys said that, so I was telling my kids, wait a minute.
Yet.
We own every Mario game under the sun in this house. Why are we playing that one? So I had to remind them, hey guys, we have this thing. It's called a Wii U. You remember that thing? Oh yeah, let's go turn it on. So we've been playing Super Mario Galaxy, busted out the Wiimote and the nunchuck. We're on World 4, I think. 5,
I thought you were going to
4?
be playing 3D World.
We
The
already beat
original
that.
Galaxy,
We
not
beat
even
3D
Galaxy
World as soon
2.
as we got it. So I wanted to go back to the old ones, and man, I know they have that updated version that's running on Shield, but dude, an HD Galaxy would be legit. Like the game is really nice in SD, like even now.
Can you believe Galaxy will have been out for 10 years this year?
I know.
10-year anniversary. Let's do it.
My kids
the
have a
thing
really
is-
hard time with Galaxy 2, by the way. Like
The
control
internet's
schemes.
Mario Galaxy is my sunshine because everyone's like has so much nostalgia for Galaxy, but that's for me.
Oh, I
for
love them
Sunshine.
both. I think
That was
they're
like
both
the,
equally
that was like the
Sunshine.
first Mario. That was the first Mario
Sunshine.
game I played after, that I owned and actually played through.
Sure.
Besides the like the original, so that I hold that very high,
Galaxy's really
very
good.
high esteem.
Much better than Odyssey.
I still think we're going to get either Mario Bros. U or 3D
Yeah.
World.
Let's save
ported.
that. Let's
You
save
is
that.
what it really
This
Let's
is.
week.
save that. Let's save that.
Or this
So,
year, excuse me.
So anyway, that's what I've been playing, Jason. Some Dead Cells, a little Xenoblade, and I'm pretty sure I'm done with it. And
Xenoblade.
just things I gotta play Tomb Raider next week. I got things coming,
Sucks to be you.
right?
So
Whatever.
first world problems. I got all these games. I gotta
Got
play.
all these games to play.
Got all these systems.
Got all
Oh.
this game share
All
stuff
these
coming.
systems. Carol,
just
you
got-
hate my owning of other platforms.
I'm an elitist.
I could have all these games for super cheap, but this
I'm a
is just a podcast
systemist.
machine now.
I'm a first partyist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're a party.
I don't even remember how far back do I need to go here.
How do you feel it?
I still play Octopath. It's my lunch break game, really.
Kinda messing around with it.
I'll pick it up for an hour at lunch. I think I am through all the chapter 2 stories, and I did a bulk of the side quests that I was leveled up enough to do, and I haven't progressed further. I think my next goal is to start getting the other job. I have all the the basic jobs. I'm gonna get the other advanced jobs. I think was on my to-do list, so that's where I'm kind of at with that. I love the game. I enjoyed the game, but I always had the intention to make that kind of a slow burn to stretch it out as long as possible.
Right.
How do you feel about me passing on that? Right move, wrong move?
Based on what
It's
you
not a
said,
game for
I
you.
think so. I think so. We like to give you crap about it, but I think so. Lucas
It's
just
okay.
said,
We just enjoy lovely things. And you're not.
that's right. Lucas
Okay.
announced he's got it on reserve for the library. He's 12th in line, so he'll get it in
12th?
2019. At some
Really,
point.
really. Oh my gosh.
Probably.
How long do you get to keep it for? 2.5, 3 weeks?
A standard rental's 3 weeks, and I'm sure that's going to have a hold placed on it. So yeah, he'll get 3 weeks with it.
Dang.
Nice.
Like I have Runner 3 still. I haven't gone back to it.
I played
have-
a little runner today.
I have that to the end of the month. I think I'm still in World 2 somewhere.
I really
don't
wish
know.
that update would come. I'm still in World 2 too. I can't get past it. It's so
that
hard.
That game, it's like I agree with all your criticisms because it's frustratingly difficult, and even the section it might not be that hard, but I just get sick of replaying it. Like the checkpoints are so like staggered that you just have to replay the level so much,
Need a
and
third
that's
checkpoint.
it's just not fun. That makes it just not fun for me.
And I'm
And I
wondering
usually-
how that differs between like you and Dead Cells versus you and Runner.
yeah.
Because it's like the same
And
thing.
Yeah, and I typically like hard games. I like the challenge. I look at Calo. Calo's like destroyed that game.
Beat that
Killed it.
thing.
He's
It was
like demolished
insane.
that game, and I started playing it, and like literally, I went and
I'm
I tried to
wondering
do
if he just showed us a picture of somebody else that beat it. Like, is it possible?
like how you can unlock those stages when you get the
Yeah.
all the gold bars or whatever. I can't even. I tried. There's a stream. I don't know if it's still on my Twitch account, but I stayed up till I played that one level for like an hour and a half straight that I unlocked. I could not beat it. Hour and a half, just dying over and over on that one level, and it's just like this isn't
Why
fun
did
anymore.
you play it for that long?
Because I wanted to beat it.
It's because you want to beat
Oh
it.
my gosh.
it
No, I
is
would have given
fun.
up after the 5th time.
That's the thing, though. With the rhythm, it is fun, but it's just super hard. You just don't feel good.
Yeah.
You just
I
feel
would not
awful.
spend
And I
90
don't even
minutes
find
on
like
the
the
same
rhythm.
thing.
Like I don't even find like the rhythm syncs up too well for me sometimes. Like
Oh,
it's
really?
just
I haven't had
I don't know. So that's I don't even know if I'll go back to it. It's there it is. It's
When
there.
the update comes.
Yeah, and then Hollow Knight had the DLC, which I was pumped for. The Godmaster DLC came out, which added a boss rush mode to the game.
Watched him play it. It was really good,
dude,
man.
It's brutal. I mean, and I've only like touched the bare minimum of that. I think there's a mode where it's the trash tier bosses. That was all right. Then there's a mode with the mid tier bosses. That was a little harder. And then I'm at the section where there's eight in a row, the hardest bosses in the game. Oh my god, I can get.
Was the one I was watching you play the mid tier one? Then the guy with the paint.
That was the hard. Yeah, I finished the mid tier one. You watched that?
I watched that one.
Here I am, can't even complete the story.
The Splatoon boss. Jesus. Yeah, and here I had to rub salt in the wound where I'm like, here, Donnie, here's this video of me killing the Soul Master.
I booted it up off of that video. I went back to it that day. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I looked up a walkthrough. I had a guide. I got all the way back, killed me almost in like 30 seconds. I was like, I'm done. I hate this person. Just like, turn it back off again.
I think it's something I'm always going to go back to because it's fun just to play. But like, you can also like, you can handicap yourself, so you can like limit your health, limit your soul.
I need the opposite.
Why?
Of that.
You can do all that to make it harder to get extra things. But then there's a section I found where it's basically like it's a museum, and it's like all the statues of all the bosses that you've defeated, and you can choose picking to fight any one. Yeah. And then there's the normal fight, and then you can choose to fight it where they're harder. And then there's this
insane where if you get hit once, you're dead.
Yes, yep. And there's that mode too. And I don't even know. Like, there's a couple bosses I think I'm pretty confident I could do, but there's a couple I'm like, there's no way I could ever get through this fight untouched. I don't know. It's crazy.
I need the easy mode. I need the opposite of that. I need like a co-op. I need Jason to be able to come and beat the guy I can't, so I can keep going with the story.
I just want to do the story. If I had the faith in myself to beat it and do well in it, I would buy the physical version that's coming out.
Yeah,
but I don't.
I mean, hats off to Team Cherry on that because I think that's just a fantastic game. And
it is a really good game.
The way they supported it with that DLC, I think is great. And that brings us up to the Messenger. Once I snagged, like I was interested in that game, and then everyone's like, and once I saw the reviews, I was like, okay,
10 out of 10.
And then 10 out of 10. Everyone says it's 10 out of 10, and I played it from. I think I started playing it after we recorded last week.
Yep.
I started it, and I have a stream of I'm on the process of getting them uploaded on YouTube. Streamed every playthrough of that game, and then I ended up staying up I played like for 4 hours straight on Sunday night and stayed up till like 1 a.m. to finish it because I was like, I had a feeling I was close and I had to get it done.
10 out of 10?
And it's not a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a great game. It doesn't feel like a 10 to me.
Okay.
I mean, not too many games are going to be a 10 in my book, but
10 out of 10.
I think it's a great game. I don't know if I agree with that much accolade. I highly recommend the game. It's got fantastic music. It plays great. It's
game
got
of the year
mechanics. No, it's not game of the year.
Okay,
that's Smash Bros.
Well, I mean, game of the year that you've played so far, better than Hollow Knight.
I personally I enjoy Hollow Knight more because Hollow Knight has a little more to it. There's a little more depth to Hollow Knight. Like, for instance, there's an upgrade system in the Messenger, but I had all my upgrades when I was like at the halfway point of the game, and that just felt weird to me. Like, I thought it would be optional to get some of them, or I wouldn't have the chance to get them all. But no, I easily had all the upgrades. There's an ultimate. There's like this epic weapon. I'll put in air quotes, weapon you can get by collecting all these power seal things, which I actually went through and got. I used it once on the final boss. I never used it, so it's just like, yeah. But I don't like the boss. I don't think any of the bosses were incredibly difficult for me. I honestly, I know how people were comparing this to like saying this is like Celeste or like your Hollow Knights. Donnie, I think you could play the Messenger. It's
not Hollow Knight hard.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I really don't. There's like 2 sections where I can think of where it was like impossible. Like the main mechanic of the Messenger is you have your sword slash and a jump. So you can jump, and when you slash something, it resets your jump. And then you can jump again. So you can scale vertically if you're able to keep hitting things, and you can keep jumping. And there's one section that really requires you to use that mechanic to bounce off enemies' attacks and traverse.
Well, that's more like a platforming thing than a...
Yeah. And there's one section that's really hard that requires you to do that, but it's optional because it's just to get one of these little items, collectible things. You don't even have to go into that.
Is it at the end?
Yeah, it's towards the end of the game.
That's good to hear because I had written this game off completely. I was like, this looks super hard, and it's in that vein, and I don't want any more of this.
I mean, there's some challenging things, but I mean, maybe this is me just overlooking it and just thinking that, it's not that bad. But I really don't think it was super difficult. I think it's more accessible than what the initial impressions I think had put this game on.
I mean, I feel vindicated. I mean, we've had other people in the Discord come through, and like, I can't beat the Soul Master either. Like, I don't feel like I'm alone. We've had multiple people come through, like, Donnie, I'm right here with you. It's really hard.
But,
Jason's just like...
I was watching how fast he was moving,
3 of them
and
the
I
other
was
day.
like...
It's called Caro. I've died and replayed these guys so many times. It's like all like muscle memory.
Yeah, but he has like their patterns memorized, and I'm like watching him. I'm just like, don't breathe.
Yeah.
But no, Messenger's still a great game. I mean, I still highly recommend it. I'll be interested when I do jump into Dead Cells, how I can, because I think they're not getting compared because they're similar games, but just because they're popular.
Yeah.
You know. But Messenger did a lot of cool things, and it was really interesting to see. Like, I really enjoyed the mechanic that they employed of the switching between the 8-bit and 16-bit of the same game, because not only do you get the graphical change, the music changes, and then it's doing the popular thing right now. I think Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze did too. Maybe it was like when you're in the water, the music muffles.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's the new hotness in games on too, which is just cool to see. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from that game, because I think when I started playing it and I had to do any little jump stuff, I was like, this is impossible. I can't do any of this. And then by the time I was towards the end of the game, I was just like flying all over the place. You really get proficient at what the game asks of you, and it just feels really good. I'm really excited for speed runs for this game.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
Are gonna like really exploit it and do awesome things with it, because you
like
really...
with Celeste.
Yeah, exactly.
Watching the task speed run of Celeste was just amazing.
I think on how long to beat, I think they have it like it was like 12 hours. It took me like 15 hours. I think 12 hours was the shortest for completionists. So it's like probably a 10 to probably an 11 to 15 hour game, depending on how much you want to do. But it was a great ride. And beyond that, I mean, I think that's everything game wise.
So there you go. That's what we've been playing, Shaq.
Go
for the past 3 weeks.
Go.
Before we move on to any news or anything that we've got left, I wanted to ask you guys. Caroline, I mean, obviously she's got DLC coming. She's still playing Monster Hunter, so I think you already know yours. But Jason, what are you looking forward to playing soon? Now that you're done with the Messenger, like, what's up your alley?
I've got Octopath. I'm probably gonna drift into. I might give Rivals of Aether another try. I'll probably drift back into Icons a little bit just to get my Smash Bros fix. I don't know. There's not a whole lot, at least on Switch specific. I don't have a whole lot going on. I mean, my backlog's pretty clear. I don't really want to go back to Sonic Mania. I don't know why.
Something else for me. Sorry, continue.
I don't have a desire to. So, I might jump back into Odyssey for a little bit. But really, unless one of these rumored dates is true about an upcoming game, I don't see myself really jumping on it too much unless there's another indie, besides Dead Cells up until December. I mean, I would love to pick up to double dip on Hyper Light Drifter, but it's hard for me to justify paying $20 for a game I have right here on this PC in front of me.
You think about getting Party with us?
Mario Party's tough because I always love the Mario Party games, and I've heard a lot of great things about, this sounds like from the initial impressions I've heard from everyone, from N64 Josh, from what I've watched of IGN, it's like a kind of return to form a bit on Mario Party. Like even the videos Nintendo themselves have put out, I've really enjoyed like what we've seen, that mode when they're all on the raft and got all the mini games. Looks great. Unfortunately for me, local multiplayer isn't going to happen. I don't think my wife is going to have any interest to play this game. Now there are some modes. There is an online multiplayer component, so that at least there's that for me, which I wouldn't have in any previous iteration. So it's hard to say. I don't probably not, because I already spent extra money on the Smash GameCube controller and adapter plus Smash. So
no Pro controller.
Nah, I can't justify it. I can't justify that.
I can't either.
It was either GameCube or I don't need another. I mean, this, as long as this one still works, I'm good. I just can't. I can't justify the expense. I do have something I do want to spend money on, and I'm going to leave it up to the community to help me pick, because as everyone knows, as I've talked about, my left Joy-Con is cracked. So why not a perfect time to mod that beach and throw a custom shell on there? So I don't know what color. I don't know what color to pick. I don't know what design to pick. So I'm asking the community to help me out. What should I do?
What
Should I
set do you have? Are they both gray?
I have just the gray. I have stock gray. So do I
gotta
go
do the Super Famicom colors?
Do I do the purple? Do I do the see-through purple? Do I do, what do I go with? So now's the perfect time. I might as well crack open those casings and throw them in a new shell.
I like the atomic purple.
Atomic purple.
I think it's sweet. But I've seen the Super Famicom ones that make it look like an old Super Famicom controller, especially with the grip. Looks really sweet.
Caro,
The other thing that I was going to be playing is Undertale's coming out on September 18th. So I will be. They had that hiccup yesterday. It said October 12th, and then it switched back over to September 18th. And I'm not going to be playing it like immediately, but I have the physical coming here. Nice. I think I'm going to be playing Xenoblade in between then. But I'll be playing that probably near the end of the month, and then Luigi's Mansion for 3DS is next month.
Can we just say this is what Nintendo does? Because Donnie, I mentioned this on the Discord. How much are we assuming when it releases? What do we think Everspace is going to cost?
$25.
You think it's like 25?
$24.99.
No, $34.99.
I'd say it is like $29.99.
Came out in what? Came out in 2017.
If Dead Cells is $34.99, Everspace deserves to be.
But
at
Everspace
least
is
$40.
like, I think it is $39.99 on Xbox retail.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if they do like some sort of Switch.
It was on sale. It was on sale on PC this week for like $10, and it's like mother effer because there's no point in me buying on PC because I'm never going to play it. I want to play it on the Switch, and I'm going to have to be asked to pay like 4 times the amount. It's just
going to be probably $35.
I wonder if they'll do like a pre-order though. If you get in early, you save some. A lot of people are doing that
digitally, probably.
Yeah, because they're getting on that that sales page.
Now I'm thinking physical stuff. So like maybe $24.99.
Jason, we'll make a few phone calls. We'll get you a code. Don't worry about
it. Oh, that's right. You know somebody.
Yeah, we've got some friends. We'll see if we can't get you a review code. You can review for the site for us. I'm right there with you, Caroline. I had a hard decision to make, and I chose Undertale. Probably 100% off of your review alone.
So someone in PSVG is finally going to play it.
I'm going to play Undertale. I'm going to see what all the fuss is about.
I do want to play it.
We'll see if I can beat it. That'll remain to see.
Donnie, anybody can beat this game. I promise.
But I was going to get...
You moved the cursor.
I was going to get Valkyria Chronicles, and I really want it. And I have some credit. I have a coupon and some credit ready to go for Best Buy. But our news story that we'll just go ahead and segue into is
the original
Diablo
one,
got, or at least rumored to be moved up. We were talking about how terrible the date was for Diablo to be out there in late December. Now it's looking like it might be the first day of BlizzCon, which is November 2nd. And if it's November 2nd, I'm getting Diablo.
November's a much better target, and it makes a lot of sense with BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even think about BlizzCon.
So if I can push that off and get that, then I will push Valkyria Chronicles 4 to a Black Friday purchase, because I think I can get it for a Black Friday purchase for much cheaper.
Probably.
If November's true, I will pick it up. If it was going to be December.
So we'll play together?
This is going to be so new.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing with Diablo. I feel like there's people that Kevin's played it before. I know Seth's style because he's got it on PlayStation. It makes no sense for me giving it. But I like Tom Servo, never played a Diablo game before. Excited about it. Matt Knight, never played a Diablo game. Excited about it. So I'm really interested to see those people experience it firsthand. And I want to play Diablo with people. And plus, I've never experienced the expansion content that was released to that game. So, I hope so. I very much hope so.
The moment pre-orders go live, I'm holding out for hope. So, Undertale will be my Switch game until party, and then we'll see. I don't really know. I'm kind of in that boat that a lot of people are beginning to whine about on Twitter. Is I'm kind of in the let's wait till Smash. I'm excited for party.
Where are you going to fit Xeno prequel in there?
That's a good question. That's kind of the...
Boy!
That's a good question. Because I got a lot of other things I'll be playing too on other
consoles.
Let's
just play Puyo Puyo Tetris.
That's it. Travis Strikes Again got a date. Remember I told you guys last week about how I was upset that it wasn't included in the Direct? It was the day after the little Nindy thing came out. It got dated. It was dated for 18th. Suda in an interview said, "So as you know, Super Smash Bros. Is coming out in December. I feel really bad about impacting their sales negatively. I'll give them a break and move it into the next year."
What a troll.
Is why I love students so much. They did show some new PAX gameplay, and it's basically more of the same gameplay. I don't know what to expect from the quality of this game. It really looks like a button masher, like go hack and slash.
Hack and slash.
Which I like those types of games. I'm not like opposed to it. If it's got a funny story and it's all, cringy and cheesy like a Studa game, then I'm going to be very excited. But I'm getting it regardless. So happy to see that it's coming in January. Speaking of Valkyria Chronicles, it's coming. The original Valkyria Chronicles is coming to Switch.
I saw that.
16th October. You save 20% if you buy Valkyria Chronicles 4 digitally. The Wii U got a firmware update.
Oh boy!
Insert laugh track here.
Why? I don't.
I don't.
Oh.
Maybe it's like a hack.
Can we do the
thing?
Seinfeld? Hey, Kevin, put like the Seinfeld, and then the laugh track.
I edit our show, but yes.
Hold on, I'll just play it live.
Okay, Donnie, put it in
I
there.
can't reach my base.
Yeah, get your base.
Last little Smash, or last little news block. Smash Ultimate's getting a demo across the country in the next couple weekends at Best Buys. There is none apparently in Michigan.
Nope.
We do have
Chicago's
one here
closest.
in Atlanta. You can head up to
one in Buckhead.
Buckhead.
It's just like whenever they do this crap where they say in select, and it's like, no, it's going to be in Los Angeles, New York.
It's actually in quite a few cities. It's just
Orlando. Yeah, this is a few. It's just like when Amazon's like, hey, come see the treasure truck. It's like, no, F you. You're not anywhere close to me. I hate you.
Well, Donnie got to go to the treasure
Donnie's
truck.
like, oh, look, I got a US
right here. Yeah, move to a city, Jason. Living up there.
I'm in the second biggest city in my state.
Yeah, but it's the states in Canada.
Yeah, and it's covered in snow for like half the year.
That's why we make good beer.
My thing that we talked about a little bit in the Discord is I'm not planning to go to this demo. Are you, Caro? You gonna go?
Probably not.
Yeah,
dude, going over to Buckhead just for that is not. It's like 30 minutes drive for me.
It's like an hour for me. Jason, would you drive an hour to play a demo of Smash?
No. Okay. Even if it was in my state, I wouldn't go.
But go after you're at work, so it's not like as bad. But I'm saying, like,
here's my thing.
I live 4 miles. I live 4 miles away from it, and it's like a 30-minute drive.
But here's my thing. It's just Smash. Like, and I'm excited for Smash, but like, I don't need to demo Smash. I know what it is.
Yeah,
it's
I'm the same way.
I'm just gonna wait until the demo that gets released on the eShop, right? Right.
The only cool reason is because sometimes if you go to Best Buy when they have those demos, they're giving out cool freebies.
You get like a lanyard or something.
Yeah.
You get a coin.
Yeah.
Stealth had a tweet that dropped right about the same time we started the show that there was no Smash Bros. Ultimate site update tonight, as far as he can tell. But it seems like they had to pull tonight's update. You know what I mean?
Skulk it, please.
That's good. Let's get into our direct from you questions. Jason.
Please understand.
There you go. I was waiting for that. Caroline, this is a holdover from last week, but this was really aimed at you. This came in last week from John. He says, since Streets of Rage 4 is coming back, I'm very excited for that, by the way, and Caro's being a Sega girl, are there any other Sega games or any franchises that you hope surface in this whole little nostalgia thing? I'll go ahead and say Streets of Rage would have been my thing, so that's my answer.
Yeah, Streets of Rage is a good thing.
I wish we had more than 2 characters, though. I wish they brought back, like, my favorite's 2. Bring back Axel and then.
Streets of Rage 2 was the best.
Who's the
absolute best?
Axel. Well, actually, Axel's the main character. He's still there, but Blades, and then who's the beefy dude? I can't remember. They did the suplexes and crap.
I played Axel. I played the 3D version.
I don't remember names like Street Fighter. Street Fighter was the main fighter that I grew up with. Sonic, I don't really care about. I'm trying to think other Sega stuff. We're getting Bayo 3, so Bayo 3 is coming. Puyo Puyo is a Sega thing, and we have Puyo Puyo Tetris. Super Monkey Ball. Super Monkey Ball is a good answer.
Power
I'd be down for some Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball.
Monkey Ball's awesome. Is that like a GameCube kid thing? I feel like only like GameCube folks are like all about Super Monkey Ball.
Well, or if you like,
I played it for the GameCube. I played it for the Wii.
TazBot runs on Monkey Ball are awesome.
Phantasy Star. I don't know if they could continue doing a Phantasy Star thing. The last good one I liked was online.
You know, it's not Sega Genesis specific, but I'd love to see him come back in a game. Just Earthworm Jim. It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah,
he wasn't Sega exclusive though, was he?
No, he was on Super Nintendo as well.
Earthworm Jim, Toe Jam and Earl, Beautiful Joe.
Kojo and Earl, they're coming back, so that's good. Yeah,
Beautiful Joe.
would be
Was
cool.
that a Sega game?
Did y'all ever play? Yeah, I think
I
Beautiful Joe
only
was
played the
on
GameCube
Genesis.
game.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I thought
think
that was just that.
The first one was GameCube specific, and I think the second one got released on other, didn't it? I think I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Anyway,
Did y'all ever remember the game Knights?
Yeah,
Where, like the purple
Ooh.
jester girl.
I got one.
I would love if that series.
What
came
about
back.
Panzer Dragoon? That was always a popular.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
on
one.
Saturn, and I don't remember what else it was on.
none of
Echo the
these answers
Dolphin?
are as good as Streets of Rage, except for Super Monkey Ball.
Super
Just go ahead
Monkey
and
Ball,
say
man.
that.
No,
Super Monkey Ball's
Bayonetta
the
3. Are
answer.
you kidding me?
Bum, 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 bum,
We were
bum,
talking
bum.
about retro stuff, right? We're talking about retro Sega.
Yeah.
Super Monkey Ball is not exactly retro, but Puyo Puyo's been around for a while.
Yeah, Puyo's old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo the Dolphin.
Oh
No. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, me.
Our next question. Now that the Direct has been delayed, what were you hoping for? What were your expectations for the Direct? And specifically, I added on a couple questions here at the bottom. When is it coming?
Okay.
Now, it's worth mentioning. So Nintendo puts the halts on this Direct, but obviously some things are going to leak out because there are things that are already set in motion and some things already have. By the way,
Stuff
all
was
Switch
posted on
listeners,
sites.
there is a Mega Man 11 demo available for you to play on your Switch right now. I've already played it. It's just the first level. You get to beat Blockman, and it's pretty good. I liked it. I died 3 times.
I'm sure they were going to mention something
So that
about
has
Mega
to
Man
been the
11.
demos available now.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
And Yoshi was
I mean-
updated on the website. That Yoshi game is now being called Yoshi's Crafted World. So apparently that was something that's going to be included in that Direct. Now, there are some people that are upset because they're like, oh, now it's not going to be a special. I mean, I always say that if you're going to be the type of person that's on Discords and Twitters, you're going to be spoiled.
Absolutely.
But I don't feel like knowing something's happening is spoiling from actually seeing it. There's
You
still
knew there was
something
a Yoshi
exciting
game
about
coming.
seeing it. They could tell me.
We've seen what the Yoshi game is going to look like.
Yes.
We knew that it was going to have to do with like felt and crafts and paper and stuff like that. So what?
I mean, are we all in agreement that part of the Direct would be spent talking about the online service?
I wouldn't be
Yes.
I'm thinking like a quarter of it. I think they'll detail
So-
You
it
have to-
beyond
you
belief.
have
It
to
has.
mention it, period.
That has. I think there. You
They
know,
don't
it's
have
rumored,
to.
but I feel like that rumored
Good
early
PR, they
access
should.
to people that registered or early adopters. I feel like that would be a legit thing, and they run out of time to get that information out before that time window hits. So I would think we have to see next week.
I think they could give us the basics of the online service
Yeah.
and then point us to like a website for details. I don't think they have to like go through every.
But we
nook
need
and
to
cranny.
they need to divulge into what it
They
is.
need to say,
before
here's how much
comes
it
out.
costs. Here's what it gives you access to. Here's what it looks like, and here's how it works. For
Here's
more
all I care
information,
about.
Go on.
Jason, the family plan that you're a member of, you get to do everything that you would normally do as a single account owner. You just get to spread the price. That's all
it.
I need to hear.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Well,
Make sure
that's
that
already been
works
confirmed.
as intended. Okay.
Yeah,
then I'm
that's
good.
confirmed. $34.99. I'm paying for that.
I need
Our
to
family's
send my
taking care
money
of
to Donnie.
I'm thinking it's coming next week, but I don't know when.
it. I think it's going to come next week. Yeah, they'll
I
put
bet you it'd be coming on
Hey.
Tuesday.
If they delay it a little bit, well, it's already been delayed, but if it hits next week, then my prediction of mid-September just boom.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Makes
lucky.
I got it. That's what we do on the internet. We got to talk about. Oh, I called it. I totally called it. You guys remember when I tweeted this out?
Remember
You know-
when I was right this one time? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I say that so much. I'm like, called it, and Brian's like, nobody asked you.
Well, it's just one of those things where it
Caroline,
doesn't.
nobody even cares about
It's one of those things where it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's just like, and
yeah.
well,
I know.
good job.
It's
like-
it's
it's
just
like,
like
I'm
Canadian
right.
dollars. It's like Canadian dollars. It's not really.
Well, before I even talk about what we were hoping to see,
Sorry, Rabo.
when it was announced that we were having a Direct, and we talked about this all the time. I love Direct Day. My favorite thing about Direct Day is when I log into Twitter, instead of being like politics and garbage and all that, it's all of my favorite Nintendo followers, all just the best ideas everybody's coming up with.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and I've said this
I
before.
like the screenshot you shared with me because I thought the same thing. You look at her tweet deck and it's like red direct.
My tweet direct is just direct everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. It takes over my stuff. Just like we took over our Discord. You remember Kyle? He's like, I woke up check Nintendo had 250 messages,
here's the
assumed
thing.
that a direct got.
We don't need a direct to do that. We do that on a normal day. That was business as usual on PSVG score.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And everyone would just come into Nintendo to talk to us because that was the only active channel.
Yep.
The thing
That's
that I
where it's
like.
at.
The thing that I
Cool
like
story, bro.
most
Sorry.
about the Direct is all these people throw out all these crazy ideas that they have. And yeah, there's always the folks that are like trying to be right and who's wrong. I just love that everybody like reaches for the stars. And like Chris Becker was like, "What do you think's going to happen?" I'm like, dude, there's nothing I could say that hasn't already been said. Like all these people have got it down. So I'm just hoping that all these people are right, and we just like I'm just down for
Waluigi
it.
is a fighter and an assist.
Oh, there have been so many good ones. For me personally, I was hoping to see. I didn't think we'd see anything 2019, to be honest with you. So I was ruling out Yoshi and Fire Emblem. I was like, we're not going to see them. That's going to be saved until the wintertime. It's going to be focused this year.
I called Yoshi.
You did.
I called it.
I think
There
Mario.
it is.
I think the Mario U thing is real, so I think that'll
think
be
so,
there.
too.
It fits in the window. I think there's an unannounced thing. I'm not sure. It could be like a digital small thing. I like the service thing. I think there might be like SNES games included. And I don't think a lot of people are, are expecting it because they just kept saying NES. But all those controllers leaked. It makes sense for them to do something like that. Maybe they just like allude to it. Maybe like going forward. I guess my prediction was I think it'd be really cool if they said, "Hey, for all Nintendo Online subscription holders, you get a Smash demo weekend in October and November up until release."
Nice. That would
Like
be
they
pretty
did
cool.
with ARMS, like the Smash test, but they lock that behind the online because you need the online anyway.
I not just because I love Smash, but it just like every prominent first party online game has had a test
Sure.
demo. Splatoon,
Arms.
ARMS, and Tennis have all had it.
Yep.
So I just please Nintendo.
So I think regular demos would
Exactly
be
what I
actually.
saw.
It's actually worth like selling the service for. You could actually say, "Hey,
Sure.
if you subscribe to the service, we're going to have one October 5th, October 18th, November 15th." Like you could have 2 or 3, and it's getting people, indoctrinated into that Smash thing, and it's actually giving them some value. You could even let them like, play with an extra character or something. Maybe, you go something like that. That's kind of what I was thinking. I think if they unveiled a Smash fighter, there's lots of rumors about who that might be, Incineroar and other Pokemon and things like that. I think that makes sense because that would get eyeballs on the announcement of online. You announce a Smash fighter, people look to see the Smash fighter, and then, there's this thing. So I think that makes sense. But really, I didn't have any expectations. I was just up for anything. I wanted to see what surprise might come out. I'm expecting them at some point to begin to start releasing like the Pokemon Shuffles, the Mario Mini and Friends,
Oh, yeah.
like the digital, smaller, the Pokemon Quest-like stuff. I'm expecting them to start mixing some of that stuff in, the NES remixes of the world, some of those things. We haven't really had any of those things
I
from
think
Nintendo yet.
I think they'll save some of that though for those showcases that they do. Where they go really fast and it's multiple things, and
Yeah.
they just switch that through there. I think like this Direct is going to be more saved for the online thing, and then hey, by the way, here's all of the stuff that is coming out soon that we didn't cover in E3.
I don't even know what I was hopeful for. I don't know.
I want a Smash Fighter
Was
too.
this a thing? Was this the thing before Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition was announced?
Yeah, that was
Confirmed coming to Switch.
It was dropped on the PlayStation Store inadvertently, and a couple of the Nintendo insiders, I guess, if you will, said they heard that it was coming to Switch. It would make sense on Switch, and TGS is around the corner, so it sounds like a TGS announcement. I don't know if that'd be in the Direct, but maybe.
Yeah, going back to the Direct though, I mean, I can't. I mean, yeah, I think we would get another. We'd have to get some last bit of Smash news. Another character would get announced. The online service, but I mean, I can't think of any one thing above all that I was hopeful or anticipating. I think I was really going into this one pretty level-headed and just being happy with anything we got. I just like having directs.
I was just shocked that we were having another one so soon, having just had the Smash Direct and then the 2 Nindies back-to-back weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got a lot to do.
Really
It's
spoiled.
worth mentioning a lot of people were taking that Square news with the Final Fantasy 15 because you remember there was a time about I think 7 or 8 months ago where they said that they were spinning up an entire separate team to port games to Switch. So there was a lot of rumor and speculation that not only would this Pocket Edition HD come to Switch, but also other ports of Final Fantasy games. So you could get like Final Fantasy like 10, 11, 12, maybe the Final Fantasy 7 PC game that came to PlayStation 4. Like there's a lot of people saying some of those ports might make their way over too. So if you're a big Final Fantasy fan, maybe some of that stuff is in the works. I don't know if it'd be in the direct or not. I have no idea, but that makes sense, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Caroline, anything else? Any big hopes, expectations for this thing?
Animal Crossing, please.
Animal Crossing. They're not going to have Animal Crossing in the direct like this. Animal Crossing deserves the biggest of stage.
I know it does, but you know what? I'm tired.
You know what I would drop Animal Crossing at? The Video Game Awards.
VGAs? Yeah.
I would totally do that. I would drop Animal Crossing, just a quick trailer, just a picture of Isabelle, and go E3 Animal Crossing, and come see us. And I mean, I would just get everybody excited for it to know that it's going to be at E3.
I would cry.
But yeah, just like they did with Zelda. Remember when they did the Breath of the Wild reveal at E3 and we were like all staying up to see it? I would do the exact same thing for Animal Crossing. And then drop
they
that
did do that
boy
trailer at
next
the
fall.
VGAs, didn't
Yeah. I would do that because you have so many eyes and all the media's attention, everything on that event. That'd be the game I'd say for that. I wouldn't drop that in a direct. That seems kind of like a waste. It's interesting that the direct mentioned that there's be other 3DS stuff too.
I know.
Long live the 3DS, baby.
Dude, I'll take as many of these GameCube remakes as they want to give me.
I've heard some maybe HD remix of Zelda.
Ooh, I'd be all about it.
Yeah.
I'm down for anything Zelda.
I think it's a little too early for Skyward Sword Zelda, but I would be down for a 2D Zelda on 3DS.
I think that'd be the one I'd want. I think Skyward I'd want.
November is the time for them to do their 3DS Zeldas. Because,
but Skyward I wouldn't want on 3DS, but I would want an HD.
No, me either. But I'm just saying, like, shoot. Can you imagine, like, breathing life into Minish Cap in 3DS? I would be so excited.
It'd be nice.
3DS Minish Cap.
There you go.
Let's make it happen,
rebuild.
man.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. For sure. I'm down for anything Zelda. That was like the first few things that I said, as I'm down for anything Zelda. I'm totally down for. I'm down for anything Pokemon. You know, Chris Becker said, how about that Box Boy collection, Jason?
Oh,
that'd be one of those smaller things that they could do.
Oh,
I'd be all about some Box Boy and Switch. I'd be so excited.
The latest Box Boy never came to America, did it? Or
I have all the Box Boys. I have 3 Box Boys.
Okay, so the 3 Box Boys. Okay,
yeah,
what the hell did?
They're so good.
The Amiibo never came.
Yes.
Right.
I have an Amiibo. I have an Amiibo card, but
I have the Amiibo, baby.
Is that it?
Well, I guess.
Oh no, we have a question.
You have one last question.
Who is your main for Smash Ultimate?
Zero Suit Samus. Might be Chrom or Lucina, depending on how I like it. Brian really likes Lucina combo, so that's his main. And I don't want to kind of sully it up with him, but I've used Zero Suit since Brawl.
Of all the newbies, the one who gets me excited the most, Dark Samus. Oh man,
so sweet.
That's such a sweet
so
design,
good.
I'll be honest. I'll go back to my space animal love, and it's Falco Lombardi all the way. Personally, I prefer the air. Ever since as soon as I found out he was a melee, I was like, "Oh my god, Falco!"
And now we have no more Landmaster. God.
Yeah, that thing sucked. I hated the Landmaster.
Landmaster.
I'm pretty sure I don't know how to play Smash, so I don't really have a name. I
will beat you with Goldeen.
I typically think that I play well with Kirby, but I typically
Kirby floats.
I typically random. Like I'll play with Mii Fighters or whatnot. I'm excited to play with Pokemon Trainer.
Mii Fighters are fun,
and I'm excited to play with Inklings.
Oh yeah, Inklings! I forgot about that. That's going to be a great thing to do.
They look, like a good medium character. Just I like their range attacks and the puddles. I think I might try to main with them. I would love to say that I main with Corrin, but I can never figure out how I'm supposed to play with her. I need instructional videos. I need like Smash 101 or something.
That's what Matt and I said. He's enrolling you and him in We're doing
the Lacey
we're doing
Dojo?
Smash. Yeah.
I need
Smash
some
101.
help. Yeah, I need like Smash for Dummies or something because I don't know how to do any of her moves or like what situations.
You're like one of those
would call
people
for
that
them.
doesn't block and doesn't shield and
Oh,
stuff.
I just run forward and hit. I just punch a lot. It's just punch,
Don't
punch,
grab.
punch, 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 punch. I have no idea how to do that. Yeah. So, I'll be going through the tutorial quite a bit.
I gotcha. I think that's it.
Yep.
I think that
It would have been longer.
Oh,
But we had a lot to catch up.
man,
We
did
had
like a 2-hour
Coulda, woulda,
show
shoulda.
about the Switch trailer reveal. The Switch trailer reveal was like 2 minutes, and we did like a 2-hour show on 2 minutes.
That's our coup de grace, right?
pre-Caroline.
Ugh.
Man. Oh well. Hopefully this time next week we will be reveling in some direct news, maybe.
Yeah, we can only hope, right?
Yep. I'll be excited because it'll be Xenoblade prequel Eve.
Then we don't see Caroline again for another 250 hours.
Nah, 3.2 gigs. I'll probably finish it in a weekend.
72 hours.
Yeah. 72 hours exactly.
All right, gang. Where can people find you if they don't already know?
Speaking of 72 hours, I'm going to plug this again. Guys, the On the Origin Kanto Edition Kickstarter book is less than $3,000 away. Less than $3,000 away from meeting its goal. It ends in less than 72 hours now. It ends this weekend as you're listening to this. So I will be posting the link and pinning it on my Twitter. Please consider supporting this book. It's like an On the Origin of Species, Darwin take on the original 151 Pokemon. So it's going to be great. As where you could find me, you can find me on Twitter at the Nintendame, Facebook the Nintendame, YouTube the Nintendame, Instagram the Nintendame, and live on twitch.tv/.
Let me guess.
Nintendame.
The Nintendame.
Oh, 3:30. It's just a not taking.
Can I go there to game with the dame?
Yeah, you can come join me, especially if you play Monster Hunter. I'm there from 3:30 to 5:30 weekdays, and then on the weekends, I'm not streaming on Saturdays until December, guys. College football has my heart. So Sundays you can find me pretty much like at least 5 or 6 hours streaming.
Nice.
But Kevin and I are also recording our Arcadia thing Friday night. So if you listen to this on Friday, we're going to be recording
the
and it'll be
Arcadia
out,
thing.
Arcadia Academia. Yeah. That
Which
thing.
is SimCity, right?
No, just The Sims. The original.
The Sims, that's right.
The Sims. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep. So join us for that.
Sims was a revolution when it came out. That was great.
It was, and there's some hiccups along the way. You'll learn all about it.
You can find me on Twitter at Play Nintendo. You can follow all of our team at PSVG. You can follow this podcast at Shack Life. Greetings, Kooplings. Make sure you're following Shack Life.
You missed one important part of your spiel there. Ain't no G's
Oh, ain't no G's.
in Play Nintendo.
There you go.
You got to say it like extremely. Ain't no G's.
All right.
I have way
Come
too
on.
much Caucasian in me.
I'm not going to do that. Check
I'm
us
from
out
Clayton
at
County.
psvg.blog if you would be so kind. Click that Discord link at the top of the menu. Come join us in our Discord. Come hang out with us. We talk about everything. Talk about all things. Talk about
That's right.
sports. Talk about board games. Talk about video games. Talk about the news. Talk about politics. We just hang out. It's a great way to
Oh,
spend your
I don't
week.
talk about politics.
You find friends. You know, Coach Mo yells about Madden and swords breaking. Kevin, hates everything. It's a fun time. Sean Capri's there, occasionally. So, you never know. You might see him float in and out. So, yeah, definitely come join our little Discord.
I'll
and
stop
enrich
by
its
in
better
a couple minutes.
community.
I am on the Twitterverse at JW Lacey. I do this show in my spare time once every couple weeks. Do the Flex to Post stuff. But I have fun here.
It's your
I'm all
community
over
service
Discord.
project.
Yeah. It's my mandated hours of They'll make us better community service. I have to do.
We have such a good time here.
The runoff of my contract from Sean. I'm still paying my dues, But
Where's your orange jumpsuit?
Community give back.
It's red jumpsuit apparatus, actually.
Oh, I actually love them.
That is going to do it this week, gang. Thank you so much for listening, watching. As always, make sure to share it with a friend. And above all, come back for more Nintendo Shack. We'll see you next time.
Good night, Kooplegs.